everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are making some chocolate cake and I'm so excited to share with you this recipe because it's so quick, so easy and so yummy, and you don't even require an oven to make it. This cake is perfectly soft, it just melts in your mouth. You wouldn't even know that it's not made in the oven. It's covered with my homemade chocolate ganache, and I've linked the recipe for the ganache on the description box down below. So to all my chocolate lovers who love chocolate cake but don't have an oven, here we go. But first, before we get started, I want to thank everyone who's on this channel, everyone who has subscribed, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so that you don't miss any of my amazing recipes. Remember, you can also get more of my recipes on Instagram at Phils_kitchen or on Facebook at Phil's Kitchen. We'll start by mixing the dry ingredients. So in a bowl, add 1 cup of all-purpose flour, half a cup of granulated sugar, half a cup of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. Just using a whisk, mix everything until nicely incorporated. Then next you're going to add the wet ingredients. So add 1 egg, a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. You can use any oil you have like canola oil or coconut oil. Add a half a cup of milk. And then we are going to roughly mix this using a whisk until it starts to form a smooth dough. Once the dough starts becoming sticky, add a half a cup of hot water and a teaspoon of vanilla essence. Continue whisking until you have a smooth batter. Remember to get the written recipe for this chocolate cake at the description box down below. So this is how silky and smooth your batter should be, and then next you're going to transfer it to a baking pan. So here I have a non-stick baking pan. I've lined it with a parchment paper. And then I'm just covering it all around with some butter. If you don't have some butter, you can just use margarine. Next, you'll slowly pour the butter in the baking pan. Once you are done pouring the butter in the pan, give it some tap to release out air bubbles build up in the batter. Now the next step is to baking. Make sure your heat is on the lowest heat possible. So here I have a bigger and a wider cooking pot, and also I have this metal rack that I'm going to place on the cooking pot. If you don't have this kind of a rack, just use a metallic lid, but make sure it's flat and it doesn't have a handle. Please note that the baking pan should not be placed directly to the cooking pot or else your cake will burn at the bottom. So make sure you've placed a metallic rack or a metallic lid between the baking pan and the cooking pot. Slowly place the baking pan on top of the rack, cover with a metallic lid, and then we are going to bake this for 45 to 50 minutes on low heat. To test if the cake is ready, insert a toothpick, and if it comes out clean, that means that the cake is ready. Remove from the heat and let it cool. The cake is completely cooled, so we are going to remove the parchment paper and then we place the cake on top of a wired rack. The cake is ready and it's smelling so good, so our last step is to frost with some chocolate ganache. Remember to get the ganache recipe on the description box down below. Slowly pour the chocolate ganache on top of the cake and using a spatula or a knife, spread it evenly until all the cake is covered. Once you are done frosting the cake with the chocolate ganache, you can add more toppings. Here I am using crushed chocolate chunks. Then I'm going to let this cake sit at room temperature for 30 minutes before serving. So that's how easy it is to make the perfect and most delicious chocolate cake without an oven. Thanks so much for spending your time with me today. That's all we were making. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more cake recipes done with this method, kindly let me know on the comment section. For more of my amazing recipes, you can follow me on Instagram at Phils_kitchen or on Facebook at Phil's Kitchen. Also, don't forget to hit the notification button and the red button so that you don't miss any of my quick and amazing recipes. Till my next video. Bye!